I was lucky enough to attend Bell's Hells live at the Greek Theater this past Saturday, and this is going to be my spoiler-free review of the episode. It was absolutely incredible. I have been a fan of Critical Role for almost a decade now, and to get to see them live was just such an experience, a dream come true. It was an amazing night. The 4-hour runtime flew by instantly. It was so much fun, so cool to see the cast in person, and the episode itself was really good. I cannot wait for everybody to see it this Thursday, and then we can all talk about it. So again, I said spoiler free, so I really can't say too much more because I don't want to give anything away, but it was amazing. You're in for a treat. And now for my spoiler demons, I'm going to explain what happened because I know some of you just cannot resist and you need to know. So strap in, but if you don't want to know, now's your chance to scroll away. All right, so first and foremost, the set and the cast were both beautiful. The cast is even hotter in person, surprise, surprise. And as I'm sure you've probably seen if you've been looking at any of the pictures floating around, they all cosplayed as their characters and it was just all so top notch. And there was also a very special NordVPN ad that preceded the episode, so be looking forward to that if you need some more brain rot in your life. But anyways, we pick up on the episode. As you can see, Sam Riegel is not here. He also didn't participate in the VIP Q&A that preceded the event. So, Sam, nowhere to be seen. We pick up on the episode right where we left off with the Dominox shenanigans, and this is going to be a very, very brief recap. If you guys follow the channels, you'll know we will do our in-depth recap once the episode has fully come out. But picking up from the Dominox hijinks, the party is trying to figure out what to do. They very quickly start inspecting some of the doors nearby them because behind one, Liam Oram can hear something. So they go in this door, and lo and behold, they find a Minotaur, and this is Sam Riegel's new character. Might I introduce you to Breas Doomseed, a paladin bard multi-class Minotaur, and of course I'm going to get out of the way so you can see, but he is actually a paladin of Asmodeus. This is information that he doesn't reveal initially, but you can kind of read between the lines, and ultimately he does reveal this. He flirts with everyone in the cast. It's incredible. It is so much fun to see Sam behind the wheel of a bard once again with insane persuasion and deception checks. That is something I have sorely missed since the days of Scanlan, but it was incredible. He got a standing ovation when he finally came out. It was so much fun. Anyways, Breas was infiltrating the Ruby Vanguard as kind of like a spy to try and take out lewdness from within. But when they got near the Dominox, Dominox mind screwery messed with his little cadre of people. They basically all killed each other, and he barely escaped with like a grievous injury. So as you can see here, I believe this moment is Dorian healing Breas, and since they both want to put an end to lewdness, they decide to work together. So we push forward, and the first half of the episode is basically coming to the engine room where the Dominox has been held captive and presumably powering this machine. Again, in-depth recap coming later, but ultimately a fight breaks out. They have to fight against the Dominox, so things really kick off, and that leads us into the second half where this battle is happening. It's a little bit dicey, but they're doing some pretty good damage, and the kind of curveball that comes in is they go into this other room, and lewdness is there. He is coming from the other way, and he has like, what have you guys done? Why have you unleashed the Dominox? You cannot let it out. And so lewdness actually starts to aid them in the battle against the Dominox. But obviously, no one here is a fan of lewdness. So Bell's Hells start trying to like cast on lewdness whilst he is helping them against the Dominox. And specifically, since the Dominox is a demon who originally hails from the Abyss, lewdness casts and hold open a portal to the Abyss so that they can kill the Dominox in there in order to destroy him permanently. So they actually end up doing that, taking out the Dominox. Lewdness is able to kind of defend himself from anything Bell's Hells tries to do. And once the Dominox has been defeated, Lewdness is like, hey, like just listen to me for 1 second. Let's have a talk. Please follow me. And Bell's Hells kind of reluctantly agree. They follow him back down this hallway that they originally saw him coming from. And inside is this device, the thalamus, that has been referred to a few times. And apparently it is essentially a recording device of all things that happened in this city. And as we know, the gods were once here in this city since they took it down. So Ludinus says, I think you're going to be very interested to see what this has to show you. And he basically starts manipulating this device. And that's when Matt gets up from the table and Brennan Lee Mulligan comes and sits down behind the DM screen.
Right. In a space beyond the real, there was, made of light, a palace, which is to say, a garden, or a fountain, or a mirror, or a heart, or more than any of these, an idea. A swirling nebula of glimmering potential, resting eternally upon the threshold of being. But if it aids you, Exandrian, to imagine what the mortal eye can never see, envision then, as I have said, a palace. Its floors, the dancing stars in unmapped orbit, its ramparts light and ice and fire, its hallways memory and time. Our story begins at the ending of the infinite, at the doom that pierced eternity, fractured images of a lost world, of the ones who lost it. Remember now a place which was not less, but rather more than real. Remember tragedy, betrayal, calamity, downfall. In the recording of this memory may the answers to many questions lie. But one question yet, and shall forevermore remain. Is it Thursday yet?
Incredible. And as I'm sure you could probably tell, that's where the episode ended, with no further clarification or anything given. Because I've seen a lot of people on Twitter and Reddit and social media saying that Brennan announced the next EXU, but nothing like that happened. That was all the context we were given. So your guess is as good as anyone else's as to what that means. Now, what I took from it was that Brennan is going to have a stint, however short or long that's going to be, behind the DM screen. I don't think they did that just as like a way to end the live show. I expect Brennan to be there not next Thursday, I guess, but whenever C399 airs, it seems as if Brennan is still going to be behind that screen and helm whatever memory viewing sequence that we're about to have. And yeah, we can dissect exactly what he said, but it appears as if Bell's Hells is about to get, a window into what happened via this thalamus. So will it be Bell's Hells interacting with it, or will it be like a completely separate story that we're kind of viewing a lens through? Could it be the next EXU? Maybe, but it could just be Brennan DMing a short stint of the main campaign. We'll have to see. Nobody knows. Again, no announcement was made. There was also no CR cooldown, at least not in front of the audience, but they did mention they were going to do one. So I'm assuming that probably happened backstage, and we'll all get to see it, on Thursday, I suppose. So anyways, episode was crazy. I wanted to put this video out for others that were there, or even if you're just watching this now, just to get your theories on what's happening with Brennan. So much fun. I cannot wait to rewatch it on Thursday with all of you. But yeah, incredible experience. If you ever get the chance to go to a live show, I would highly recommend it. And obviously, we'll be talking about this and a lot more in our podcast discussion of this episode once it officially airs. So come hang out with us there. But let me know all y'all's thoughts in the comments.